Well, good morning, everyone, and I'm just going to give a little mini message here this morning. We have a fabulous speaker coming up, Shonda Lee, who I'm looking forward to introducing in just a few moments. But leading into the holiday season, you know, this is sort of the kickoff into Thanksgiving and quickly followed by other religious holidays, Hanukkah, Christmas, Kwanzaa, lots of holidays from here till the end of the year. And all of these seem to bring up different experiences in people. Some people, I talked to my mom last night, and she said, oh gosh, don't even bring up Christmas. Oh, how am I going to get the tree up? I mean, the woman is 82 years old, and she's worried about who's going to bring the tree up. And so I said, Mom, really, don't worry. Well, we don't need the tree, and we'll get it set up. Don't worry about that. But still, you know, 82 years old, and she's, you know, oh gosh, holidays, the stress of the holidays. And she goes, I just want to give everyone money. I said, that would be fine. And I said, I will accept that. But that being, I said, that's fine. And, you know, it's these holidays, you know, somewhere along the line, you know, the Thanksgiving and the preparation of the turkey and all of the, you know, families converging and getting together, you know, they're intended for, you know, joy and communion and peace and only good, yet many people tend to get distracted by other things, other means that come with the holidays, and then it's not a joyful experience at all. And even as far as preparing the turkey, we ordered one this year. We even went as far as to order the sides. I think I'll make a salad. And I love to cook, but I just thought to myself, you know, that really doesn't, right now there's going to be a large household of people, and I care more about connecting and spending time with the family rather than I do worrying about a turkey and making, you know, sure it's done enough or not too done and all that stuff. So anyway, we have to really, everything in life is how we choose to view it. I mean, everything is neutral, and we give it all the meaning it has. So, you know, going into Thanksgiving, am I going to choose to make that a holiday of which everyone experiences joy, first starting with me, or am I going to get caught up in the stress and strain of it? It's a choice. Everything in life is a choice in every circumstance, every condition. Happiness and peace are always a choice. Now that being said, there are some people that are going into this holiday and, you know, they're not going into it with, they're thinking, okay, I'm not worried about the stupid turkey getting cooked enough or being overcooked, but rather I'm worried if I get to eat it all. And there's a lot of people out there right now in that boat. I was watching, usually Sunday morning I'll turn on the morning show on CBS, and there was a story about a food bank in Georgia, an affluent city in Georgia, right outside of Atlanta. And they were saying that many of their former contributors are now clients. And these people are so devastated. You know, they've lived in these beautiful homes, and they've had nice jobs and nice lives, and now they have to go to the same food bank where they were contributing, and now they're going there to eat. And, you know, you can only imagine how humbling that must be for someone. And, you know, it really, as A Course in Miracles says, this need not be, really. Yes, there are people out there starving, and they're sick, and they're hurting, and, you know, all we can do, it's as I've heard many times, you know, why would God let this happen? And it's not, and God would say, well, why do you let this happen? Basically, we all, you know, have a role to play in everyone's comfort, everyone's peace, and everyone's enlightenment. And so we can't just, I'll speak for myself, but I would suggest to anyone who chooses to participate, maybe say, well, you know, what's my role in this? Because until everyone is healed and made whole and feeling that peace and sense of God, you know, there's still a place in us that is not healed, because we're all one. You know, we all are individual expressions playing out our roles, but enlightenment doesn't come just from my getting it, but it comes from everyone's, you know, waking up. So there's no lack of resources, there's no lack of anything, really. except the lack of love and really our willingness to participate in how we can be a part of bringing love and peace and healing, and sharing our gifts, sharing our whatever we can with our brothers and sisters. I've mentioned this before, but I think it's such an appropriate little story that Mother Teresa, when she was, won the Nobel Prize, which she wanted the money to go to the Hungry rather than the big party, she was being interviewed here in America in Texas, and the fellow doing her interview said, well, how can you stand to be in the midst of all that poverty you see every day in Calcutta? And she said, oh, no, I see such beauty and people connecting and sharing. And she said, I see way more poverty here that really breaks my heart more and more than that ever does. And she said the poverty here in the States is that, she said in Calcutta, someone can be literally starving to death. And they'll have one banana and they'll break it in half and share it with someone else. The poverty is here, the spiritual poverty. You all have all these bananas, yet you hold so tight. She said that's a much worse poverty than what I see. And I think, that's true. So I really just say this and offer this as an invitation to say, okay, I know that there's all sorts of, everyone has a story in here, and everyone has means, some being here and some being here. But we can all do something. The fact that we were able to, buy a cup of coffee or do something means that we've got a lot more than a lot of people. So even if it's $1, a quarter, $1,000, what is it that we can do individually to be able to share our blessings with those who may not be so blessed? Because that really is, I think, the whole meaning of what's happening in our world today, on our planet. We're all being called to know that we even though we thought, and these people that I saw this morning, they had done everything right. They had, put their money away, and they had done what the system told them to do and saved their means, and they'd set up their retirement, and now they're without food and in the process of losing their home. So, there is nothing in this world, nothing, even if I won the Powerball last night, which I think I did, I got to check my ticket, but even if I won that would not guarantee me comfort. That would not guarantee me sustenance. That wouldn't guarantee me security, because it doesn't come from anything in this world. It comes from knowing ourselves as being extensions of God's perfect love and light. And so we all have to really, it's kind of like we've asked for this, we say, okay, we're spiritual, and we want to wake up, and it's like, okay, here you go do it. And so these things are happening for a holy purpose. I really believe this. Now, how are we going to respond? And I just maybe invite us all to go into our hearts, say, how can I be of service? What can I do to, what do I have that I can offer to bring more light and love and healing to the planet? So if you want to take an angel and get some children's, a child something for Christmas, fabulous. Bring in a couple of cans of food, we've got opportunities here. Or if you want to just do something on your own, that's wonderful as well. But I'm just suggesting, this is a very, the people drawn here, that come here every week, are very deeply devoted to their spiritual path. And really, we're not just talking about it anymore. It's not about just sharing a message and like, oh, that's great, and I'm going to go home and do whatever. It's like, okay, I'm going to get my batteries filled, and then I'm going to go live it. So really, let's step up here. There's a lot of power within every one of us, power that we haven't even tapped into. So let's take a minute, think about it, how may I serve, and let's make this not only a wonderful Thanksgiving for ourselves, but for everyone involved. So namaste, and thank you.